Millennia ago, the Sith constructed a shrine on the planet Coruscant. This shrine would be built at the mountain peak of the sacred spire. The spire was considered sacred by the Coruscanti, who believed it to be a light-side virgin's. During a period when the Sith was dominant in the galaxy, they would construct this shrine in an attempt to corrupt the spire with the dark side of the Force. This would prove successful, and the shrine would stand tall until the end of the Great War, a war between Sith and the Galactic Republic where Coruscant would be one of the primary battlegrounds. The Jedi would finally claim victory around 1032 BBY, defeat the Sith, destroy their shrine, and build their own over its foundation. Over time, the Jedi Temple would begin to be constructed on Coruscant in an attempt to crush the legacy that the Sith left behind. As the Grand Temple took shape, the Sith shrine would be buried underneath layers and layers, and the Jedi hoped that the placement of the temple over the shrine, as well as the light side of all who inhabited it, would cancel out any remaining dark side energy from the shrine, neutralizing it forever and returning the virgins to the light side. The Jedi typically kept the shrine covered with a meditation area and only opened it to perform rituals in an attempt to neutralize dark side artifacts they may have come across. Unknown to the Jedi, however, a portion of the former shrine endured the destruction and remained at the foundations of the mountain. Dark side energy began to seep out, making its way into the temple and weakening the Jedi Order, creating a dark cloud over them. Perhaps one of the reasons they were unable to sense the Sith rebuilding, or eventually sense the man who would be known as Darth Sidious right in front of them, not only plotting, but using the Jedi themselves to carry out his grand plan. Years later, the Sith of Darth Bane's new Sith era would find out about the shrine underneath the Jedi Temple, and it would remain a guarded secret among them. Following the rise of Emperor Palpatine, the Jedi Temple would be converted into the Imperial Palace, and he would decide to excavate the shrine, which was a process carried out only by machines which his personal droid oversaw. It seems that Sidious was the only person remaining who had knowledge of the ancient shrine, as apparently not even his apprentice Darth Vader would know about this piece of Sith history, though Sidious would at one point consider sharing this knowledge with his apprentice and use both of their powers to probe the dark side. However, it seems this never happened. Sidious would spend time meditating at the shrine, and it was during one of these meditations that he would sense a disturbance in the Force, which he later discovered was none other than Luke Skywalker. The Jedi Temple would of course eventually be reclaimed by the New Republic after Sidious's death and the defeat of the Empire. However, we unfortunately don't have much information on what became of the shrine after this. Maybe one day though. I hope you enjoyed this brief history of the Sith Shrine buried deep underneath the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, and as always, thank you so very much for watching, and may the Force be with you, always.